4th of July morning, you're taking a live look at New York City. You see the skyline there, the sun coming up on this 4th of July. People probably starting to wake up, get those grills going, maybe get some fireworks. Any last minute preparations to celebrate July 4th? Thanks so much for waking up with us this morning on KITV News.
Emergency workers ready for calls. This morning, crews are gearing up for yet another busy day on Lake Travis, following a weekend of tragic events on the water.
The dangerous encounters left a 2-year-old dead, 10 people rescued, and 3 people pulled from a crashed airplane, all in separate incidents on the water. This morning, we're getting a new look at the crashed biplane while it was underwater off the shore of Bob Wentz Park. 3 people were on board when it hit the water Saturday. Witnesses are calling the pilot a hero for saving the lives of those on board. All 3 survived with only minor injuries. We also now know the identity of a 2-year-old girl who drowned in Lake Travis. It happened not long after that plane crash. Annabelle Marie Cooper fell off a dock and went underwater for minutes. People were unable to revive her after pulling her from the lake. And a suspect is facing charges this morning for boating while intoxicated after 10 people are hurt in a boat crash. Emergency crews rushed to Emerald Point Marina Saturday night. 3 people were sent to the hospital. All are expected to recover today. 27-year-old Christopher Riley has been charged with BWI.
Lake Austin is closed today to motorized watercraft. The ban began at sunset last night and continues until sunrise on the 5th. Kayaks, canoes, and paddle boards, those are still allowed.
4th of July preparations are underway across the country this morning. Right here in Austin, one group is making sure the homeless aren't left out. Unsung Austin, with the help of Arcade City, will be hosting their annual Freedom from Hunger barbecue for the homeless later today. It starts at noon and lasts until 2. Meals will be served for more than 100 homeless people under the I-35 bridge at 6th Street.
New York, hours away from one of the country's biggest 4th of July traditions. We're talking about Macy's Independence Day celebration. This will be Macy's 40th year of lighting the New York sky to celebrate America's birthday. Around 56,000 pyrotechnic shells and effects will be exploded tonight. For the first time, special technology is being used for spectators to sync their phones with the show. You know, they play that music. I think that's what you can do, is sync that music onto your phone there. A Florida man, though, loses his hand in a firework accident.
I had an explosion and a man's hand is blown off.
The man lit part of a firework that was supposed to drop into a tube and then go off. Well, friends say he thought the novelty item didn't light, so he grabbed it. Before he knew it, that's when the firework exploded in his hand. Friends he was with were the ones who called 911.
A firework, but it was a big firework. Okay. His hand is completely blown off.
Those who sell fireworks say it's simple. Never assume a firework is a dud and follow directions exactly as they're stated on the fireworks, or else you could be making a call to 911.
A 19-year-old is recovering in New York this morning after a homemade firecracker nearly severed his leg. 3 men were walking through Central Park Sunday morning when one stepped on the device, causing the explosion. Police believe the device could be a homemade firework, but the 2 other men say it sounded like something else.
There was some kind of, I can't tell you anything because I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know what happened. There was a small explosion and then dust.
Beyond the caliber of fireworks, just based on what we heard.
No clue.
On something? Yeah. We think he stepped on something.
The 19-year-old's left foot was seriously injured. He was taken to the hospital to undergo surgery. Authorities say there's no evidence the explosion was terrorism related.
In our election 2016 vote coverage, Hillary Clinton is in her final phase of an FBI investigation. She's coming off a weekend of voluntarily speaking with investigators. This is all centered around her email arrangements during her time as Secretary of State. Also in the mix now, a controversial tarmac meeting between Bill Clinton and Attorney General Loretta Lynch in Phoenix.
No one wants to see any untoward, conclusions drawn, and they've said they would not do it again.
Attorney General Lynch did say Friday she would accept whatever recommendation career prosecutors and FBI investigators make about whether to bring charges against Clinton in connection to her email controversy.
Time right now is 5:48. The fallout from the Brexit vote could reach all the way to your liquor cabinet. I better have your attention now. Scotland voted overwhelmingly to stay in the European Union, but they could be forced out. Scotch makers say the vote is bad for business. While in the EU, they have trade access to 27 European countries, something that's vital for the product's success.
We can withstand a small bit of instability and a small bit of change, but anything major might put a dent in it.
Of course, you can only make scotch in Scotland, so Symington, who you just heard from, has no plans to move his company.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott has found a way to take advantage of the Brexit. Abbott announced Tuesday is running a digital ad on British websites over the July 4th weekend, urging companies to, quote, declare independence from high taxes and relocate right here in Texas. Abbott spokesman John Whitman said he didn't have specifics on how much the ads cost. The British vote reinvigorated Texas secessionist groups that in May nearly forced a floor vote on its fringe because at the state Republican convention is when this all happened. Did you get that? Get what I meant there?
It's a tough word.
Yeah, they want to leave Texas, so it got them reorganized again to do so. Bottom line.
Reinvigorating.
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 Yes.
That's a tough word. I got it.
Got it.